What is a charter school? Public charter schools are complements to traditional public schools, or ISDs. In Texas, charter schools are public schools authorized by the state, tuition-free, and open to all students without admission requirements. And that means all. By law, charters cannot cherry-pick higher-performing students. At a public charter, available seats are open to anyone. If there are more families interested than seats available, students are admitted through a blind lottery system. Public charter schools are created in response to community need. Texas public charters serve a larger share of students impacted by poverty, Black students, and Hispanic students compared to ISDs. They also enroll a comparable percentage of students with disabilities and significantly more English language learners. Public charter schools were created to answer the question, what if a student's local ISD is not meeting their needs? Wealthy families can afford to choose a private school if their ISD doesn't meet their children's needs. Families affected by poverty don't have that choice. Education is not a one-size-fits-all situation. All students should have the option to try on another style and show off their full potential. Charters have greater freedom and flexibility to help make this happen. The state makes sure that public charter schools meet higher standards of academic success and financial transparency. In exchange for that increased accountability, public charters are offered greater freedom around educational models and curriculum, allowing them to tailor their teaching to each individual student. In simple terms, finding a school should be like a choose-your-own-adventure. When public charter schools are part of the public education landscape, families and students have the power to choose their own educational path. So what makes charters worth fighting for? In Texas, public charters are working well, especially among students of color and those impacted by poverty. Even in highly rated ISDs, disparities between the academic performances of students of color and white students shows that students of color are not getting the academic support they need. However, public charter schools reduce the support gap by 71% between Black and white students. And public charters completely flip the Hispanic-white gap, with Hispanic students outperforming white students by an average of 58%. Additionally, only 7% of Texas public schools are charters, yet they make up 67% of A-rated districts in the state. Talk about more bang for your buck. Public charter schools bring about educational innovation, stirring up academic motivation within communities, and that success is contagious. Studies have shown that ISDs with charters in their enrollment areas improve faster than ISDs without charters. Public charters also have the flexibility to hire knowledgeable experts as teachers, even if they don't have degrees. Some schools even offer in-house certification while they teach, allowing schools more opportunity to push students' academics to the extra mile. But where does the money come from? Public schools, both charters and ISDs, receive state and federal funding. Charters receive slightly more state funding, but unlike ISDs, they don't receive any local taxpayer dollars. All of that local funding goes to the ISD. When all the public dollars are added up, compared to charters, ISDs average $700 more per student. And charters are held accountable for every public dollar they receive. In fact, when compared to other states, Texas has some of the highest accountability and transparency metrics for charters. For instance, charters are measured with the same A through F ratings as ISDs, but ISDs continue to operate no matter their grade. In contrast, if charters receive a failing grade for 3 years straight, they must close. 3 strikes and you're out. No exceptions. In addition, charters are subjected to limitations on expansion and growth. Texas also has strict standards concerning the capabilities and member requirements on public charter school boards. Charters have more flexibility to choose board members based on what would most benefit the community, yet board members who breach their duty or commit a crime can be removed with relative ease. Public charter schools are changing the game for students and families who want to carve their own way. Every student deserves access to a great education, deserves to have a choice in their future. Public charter schools are making that happen until equitable education is available to all.